Welcome to the Sprinkles of Spirit podcast with Lisayogaangel. I'm Lisa, and I am your host. I believe the key to living an inspired life is through living a well-balanced life in our mind, body, and spirit. Join me every Thursday for a journey of self-discovery and transformation as I share with you powerful practices and tools that will empower you to experience personal growth and embody self-love, confidence, and faith. I am so grateful to be here as your guide to living your best life now and remind you that you are exactly where you are supposed to be and you are loved beyond measure. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. Happy Thursday. For those of you who are new, I really love to start with taking one cycle of breath. It's just a beautiful way to pause and stop what you're doing and really be fully present, so you can tune in today and really hear the message that I know is meant just for you. So wherever you are, just go ahead and close the eyes and relax your face and soften the jaw. And take a deep inhale through your nose. Easy exhale out of the mouth. Fully exhale. Breathe in through your nose as you keep the mouth closed. And as you exhale, slowly open your eyes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you always for that. So I wanted to talk about, before we get to your angel message this week, I'm going to get, kind of quickly to our card this week. I want to talk about signs. I believe in signs kind of person. I totally, I don't believe in coincidences, and I 100% know to be true that God gives you signs, your angels, your loved ones from heaven. And I believe you can ask for a sign and you will receive it. But the first step is, you have to be open to that. And I think in a prior episode, during the manifestation series, I talked about how I joined Gabby Bernstein's, I started the year out with her Manifest Challenge. And, she calls it driftwood, paying attention to the driftwood that the universe provides. And those are signs, but you totally can ask for a sign. So if you're someone maybe who right now is contemplating a change or going through a transition or finding yourself filled with self-doubt about something, unsure of how to make a decision, you can totally ask for a sign. And it's as simple as dropping in, connecting to your breath, going into meditation. Highly recommend journaling. Write the question down. Download the app Insight Timer. FYI, I have a meditation. I have a self-love meditation on there that would be beautiful for you to drop into prior to doing this. And kind of marinate, with your breath, in solitude, in quietness, in communing, with the higher power of your own understanding, with God, with your angels, with the Holy Spirit, and really drop into the heart space the energy of the question and trust that you will be given an answer and you will be given the sign. So, can you ask for a specific sign? Yes. You can just simply ask, okay, if I should move in this direction, please give me a sign. You can say, let's say you are trying to decide if this is the right next home for you to move into, right? Next purchase of a new home or renting a new place, Please give me a sign that this is my place. And maybe you want to see a certain color, or maybe you want to see a certain symbol, right? It can be maybe, say, the daisy, a flower or something. We have to be open-minded in the way the sign shows up for you. That daisy, like let's say that it was a flower, the daisy, or a sunflower, right? Be open. It might not be the actual flower, to come into your orbit. You may see that picture of the flower on a napkin, or maybe you walk into the place that you're about to buy and you see it in a framed picture or in a photograph, or, in another piece of decor. Be open to the way that particular sign shows up, because the universe is really, works quietly and softly, and it hits you different when you see your sign. It's your sign. You know it. There's no doubt in your mind, in your body, and in your spirit that it's your sign. Tell you a little story. I was in California earlier this year, and, I'll tell you guys, I had a little bit of a health scare, I would say. I had some symptoms, of an ailment, and I was quite concerned, and prior to going on the trip, I had scheduled, some tests and everything that I was going to go through. And I was just trying not to sit in a state of fear, but the symptoms were kind of not going away. And on the trip, I was quite uncomfortable, not really vocal about it, but I couldn't help but begin to worry. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what if something's really wrong? Like you just start to go down the path of fear, and I know it's never a good thing. So I said a prayer and I was like, okay, in order for me to enjoy the rest of this trip, I really need a sign. I really need a sign that I'm okay, that it's going to be okay, and that I can relax and enjoy the rest of this trip. I really just, God, please let me know that I don't need to worry and I don't need to fear, and I can enjoy this trip and let this go, because I really don't want to think about this right now. I can't think about this right now. I want to be fully in the moment, why we're here. We were celebrating. Good things are happening, and I wanted to be fully present. And I was just like, okay, Lord, I need you to give me a sign, right? And I gave it to God, and I totally trusted that my angels will deliver a sign. I just gave it up. I was like, okay, please give me a sign so I can stop worrying about this, And, fear and faith cannot coexist. Write that down in your journal. Fear and faith cannot coexist. We're either worrying or we're trusting. They just simply cannot coexist within you. Cannot happen. If you are fully sitting in faith, you are not sitting in worry or fear or doubt. So I gave it up, right? And we go to dinner at this beautiful restaurant, and conversation is good. And, I forgot about it, right? It was like, okay. And I was in the moment and I ordered a specific tea, right? And so we all order our drinks and the waiter arrives with everybody's drink, and my particular drink happened to be like in a specific bottle, right? And he opened it for me and put the cap right in front of me. And I picked up the cap and I looked at it and it had a message and it said the word relax. I have the chills. I took a breath and I was like, oh my gosh, I was so filled with gratitude in that moment. And I looked at my fiance. I looked at my fiance and I was like, oh my God, babe, this is a sign. This is my sign, So I knew, this is my sign and I can chill out, I can relax and I can trust. I can trust that the path going forward, I'm going to be okay, So be open. And when you're asking for a sign, be open to the way it shows up. The universe is so beautiful, but mysterious, but just works softly. Remember, quietly. It kind of whispers, but when it's your sign, and remember when you're connecting to your intuition, your higher holy self, you're there, and it hits you different, hits that space within you in your heart space, and you know it's for you. So write the question down in your journal, and then surrender and give it up and be open to how the sign will arrive. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that this week that came to me. Okay, so summertime, we're still working, for those of you who have the Sprinkles of Spirit card deck, still working with our warm coral color. And grab your journal and write down this week's message for you is pay attention to your dreams. And your affirmation is journaling my dreams helps me recognize intuitive guidance I receive each night as I sleep. So pay attention to your dreams. Journaling my dreams helps me recognize intuitive guidance I receive each night as I sleep. So, okay, this just clicked. Your sign can totally arrive in the dream. Absolutely 100%. Our dreams, it's our subconscious mind working things out, right? It's our subconscious mind is working things out, and journaling your dreams is a beautiful practice of self-inquiry and self-development and self-transformation, because you begin to understand, what are the things I haven't resolved? What are the unresolved issues? What are the old patterns? What's the old story that's still popping up for me? What do I need? What's the shadow work I need to work on? And what sign am I being delivered? And also it's coming to me, your loved ones during this time, this powerful, potent time of the Lionsgate portal, the month of August. You may feel and receive visits from your loved ones in your dreams too. It's totally, and I have always been told, I don't remember if it was a teacher or I read it somewhere, but I really believe this to be true, that if you see a loved one who has passed, who's transitioned, right, who's crossed over to heaven, if you see them in your dreams and they touch you in your dream, it's a real visit. Yeah. So pay attention to your dreams. Your angels want you to this week. So there's something for you, some intuitive guidance that's, meant to arrive for you this week. So how beautiful. Let me know how it goes. So thank you for being here, for tuning in. I'm so grateful for you. If you are enjoying this podcast this year, please, please, please click on the link to leave a review. It would really, really help the podcast out. And as always, take a yoga class with me online on YouTube, Sprinkles of Spirit. I am tapping into my inner Oprah this year and sharing all about living a well-balanced life in our mind, in our body, in our spirit, and so important. And then join me on Instagram at Lisayogaangel for daily inspiration, for self-love beauty tips. My girls over 40, this is my 48 is great year, and my birthday is around the corner. Shout out to my Libras. I'll get there. Do a whole podcast on that. It's around the corner arriving. But I can tell you, tune in because I share lots with you because I really do feel my best, and living yoga and living a well-balanced life in my mind, in my body, and in my spirit has been the key to really living a happy, fulfilled, inspired life, and it is possible. So thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for you. Reach out, DM me any questions, and any other topics maybe you might want to hear me talk about on the podcast. I'm open to suggestions, of course, and connecting with you in that way. So thank you for being here. Until next time, have a beautiful week. Namaste.